NATO, LSSO. Attention. Right face. Port arms. Ready. Step. LSSO, halt. Navy, halt. NATO, LSSO. Attention. Present arms.
First person.
Order, halt.
Third person.
Admiral Lucas.
Today, on this day in 1918, the armistice that ended the First World War was signed. Over 100,000 U.S. soldiers died in the war. Today, we take the time to remember the sacrifice that these brave souls paid, not only to win the war, but to change the world.
I believe it's fair to say that we all believe we know what this day is about. But do we really? I mean, do we truly come to the full understanding of what this day means? Do we understand the fact that there are more than 41 million U.S. wartime service members, around 21 million living veterans, more than 1,430,000 wartime wounded, and over 1,190,000 dead? All in service for the people of the United States of America. And more than that, actually. Do we understand the fact that 17-year-old young men signed the papers with their own hands to enlist and fight during the bloodshed of the Second World War? Are we haunted by the screaming and yelling voices of the men trapped inside the inverted and burning ships during and after the attack on Pearl Harbor? Fact is, we don't. So therefore, we must swear an oath to never forget to always respect and honor to pass on these same lessons to our children, and for their children to pass these remembrances, these memories, to the future generations after us. And so, God help us, the world tries to resolve as many conflicts as possible for the sake of humanity and the lives of the innocent. This is a very important date many will ignore, but we will not be a part of that group. So again, now that our minds have been refreshed on the sacrifices that have been made, let us honor this date. We celebrate Veterans Day on the anniversary of the armistice that ended World War I. The armistice that began on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. The timing of this holiday is quite deliberate in terms of historical fact. But somehow, it always seems quite fitting to me that this day comes deep in autumn, when the colors are muted, and the days seem to invite contemplation. It is, in a way, an odd thing to honor those who died in defense of our country, in defense of us, in wars far away. The imagination plays a trick. You see, we see these soldiers in our mind as old and wise, but most of them were boys when they died, and they gave up two lives, the one they were living and the one they would have lived. When they died, they gave up their chance to be husbands and fathers and grandfathers. They gave up their chance to be revered old men. They gave up everything for our country, for us. And all we can do is remember. I will not fail thee, nor forsake me. In memory of those who gave the last full measure of devotion, may our efforts to achieve lasting peace gain strength. Let us make a vow to our dead. Let us show them by our actions that we understand what they died for. Strengthened by their courage, heartened by their value, and borne by their memory. Let us continue to stand for the ideals for which they lived and died.
That's my puppy! Where's my puppy? Hi, puppy! Hi, Lucy!
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. To support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies. Foreign and domestic. And to bear true faith. And allegiance to the same. That I will obey. The orders of. The President of the United States. And the orders of. Those officers appointed over me according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
Navy. Attention. LSSO. Attention. Ready. Ready. Aim. Fire. 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 Hallway, rest. NATO. Attention. Hallway, rest.
Gentlemen of NATO and LSSO, I cannot express how grateful I am and how grateful I assume all of you are to celebrate Veterans Day and honor the fallen with everyone that is in attendance today. To be quite frank, we as a group can never begin to repay what our brave soldiers have done and are continuing to do for our country or countries. So on that note, everyone who is in attendance, everyone watching from home, let us all appreciate our soldiers together. Happy Veterans Day.
NATO. Attention. Right. Face. LSSO. Right. Face. Ready. Step.